There we go. We are finally cooking on gas. That took longer than expected. So welcome all to another Not Friday. I'll drop a message in the chat. So yes, we are back with Forever Skies, and hello there, Star, good to see you. Slight technicality aside, we did end up with, for some reason, the broadcast didn't want to start up, but that's not a problem. We're underway now, which is good. So welcome. Now, I've loaded in here because this is where we left off when I was doing the single player. And I mean, you often see these videos and things where people say, day 1, day 100. It's like, yay, you know, it's like, yeah. So I'm not actually going to spend any time here. I was just like, this is the ship, this is where we left off. It's a very small ship. Yeah, that was basically that. So we are going to quit back to the menu, and we're going to load up the other one. Hello there, Atlas. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been quite nice and sunny so far. So we will now load in to what we've been up to. So you, like I say, this will contain spoilers to some degree. So if you haven't actually started playing it, there are some things that you might not be expecting, but a lot of it's a light-hearted look at what's going on, what you can do, things that you can visit. You've got to love that loading screen when the loading icon doesn't actually move, and you think, is it working? Is it actually working? But it is working. It is loading, and this takes a little longer to load in because, of course, well, you'll see the ship is somewhat different. First of all, oh my god, the ship's red. So we're going to nip outside. Like I say, we did our day 1, well, it wasn't day 1, it was about day 14, 15, and this is day whatever it is. So we have the 2 hulls, and we've coloured the ship, and I'm going to go through the colouring of the ship as well. But obviously we've got 2 balloons. I've just realised I've got some damage up there that I hadn't noticed. That probably means I got a bit of debris stuck in amongst various bits. But yes, so we've got a different colour to the ship. We also have some lovely bits of tool and toys. For those, I don't think I got this on the other one. So we have a boarding ramp, which some people say, "Oh, I don't like that." You're gonna use this thing. You are. In fact, I'll demonstrate it as well. Very critical and important bit is the capybara, which you must have. I've got 2, but you must have a capybara. The radar thing, which I never got on my other. Is that the? No, that's the crouch button. So this basically gives you a good view of what you're doing, where you are, and all that lot. And you do get lost without that. But we have all sorts of things like vivariums. There's a lot of storage here. This is not enough storage, by the way. And just to quantify that, there's more storage. You will grow a lot of plants in this game, because you need to for the various things. Yeah, it's very crappy out there is the weather, isn't it? Bloody hell. So yes, we have. Oh, I didn't put lights in. Ew. Well, I was going to demonstrate some shipbuilding, but in fact, I'll tell you, well, we can do a bit of ship. Do I have the shipbuilder, or no? I'll put it in the cupboard. I put it in the cupboard. There it is. And shipbuilding is very simple for those who like building, and you don't have to build anything fancy in this thing, but it is fairly critical to get the thing right. Obviously, select shipbuilder, go to menu, and selection of parts. Very nice. And then, boom. Now all of a sudden we've got lights. So, and you can pop them wherever. I've got the various cabs. We will get to painting. We will get to painting. But we're going to fly. We're going to fly. I'm going to put my shipbuilder back in its hole first, though. Mind you, not the best time to fly when there's a bloody storm, like, but... Whoop. It's windy! Right, there are towers over there. That's a tower I've not visited. We do fly faster now as well, which is cool. That's not of much use, that one. Ooh, colossal life form. Oh, he's over there.
A storm is coming.
Oh, for... Yeah, I have to say, I am still disappointed that Sony haven't got their arse in gear to make a full-on handheld. It would be nice if they did. But yes, SteamOS, been looking at it, thinking about it, might end up with a Steam Deck. And the loudness of that storm does not come across in you know, you put headphones on, you're going to get deaf. Right. It's a good idea not to be the highest thing as well when there's a storm. So, right. So I need to come off there. Obviously, a lot of places have landing pads in this game. So, yes, you'll have to let us know what you decide to get. Is that too far away? I need to be a bit closer. Okay, hang on. I need to be a little bit closer because it's not got infinite length. Let's drop a little bit. There you go. Hopefully I'm not going to get absolutely demolished by something that decides to fly in at me. There we go. So yeah, I mean it's a bit of a dangerous walk, but ooh, I've not been here. Do I have some? Yes, I do. Let's so you repair the boxes, pick up the goodies. Don't fall down the holes, because that would be bad. But you can do all sorts of things. Once you get the equipment, there's lots of stuff to find. I'll just have a quick look in the cupboards. Nothing in there. Can of soda. Ooh. With a membrane filter. Water and food. Definitely. And the harder the setting, the more difficult it is. Right, here we go. Blue pads. Blue pads usually give you something interesting. This one says read. But I press the button and there is nothing. Right, so in other words, I've obviously, even though I haven't been to this tower, this is that pad, if you can't reread a pad, it means you've already read it. So that's a good thing. Back to the ship. Retract the gangplank, Mr. Christian. There we go. These storms are definitely not a friendly thing. Right, back up. But I was hoping there might be something to scan. There's lots of things to scan, which you need to progress. Right, the creature's over there. I can't show that off because it's night time. Oh, hang on. And the storm goes away. Oh, that's good. Okay, so maybe we can show the creature off. Or one of the creatures, I should say. Right, it's over here. Get a little bit of altitude. Is it on the other side? Or is it just here? Where are you? Set. Ah, is it in the rock? That makes no sense. I need to go a little higher to get away from that. Let's go turn around to see if it's on this side of the rock. Unless it's on the rock. That'd be interesting. Yeah, it's either on or in the rock, so let's go up. And get some decent altitude. Can I actually fly high enough to go over the rock? Yes, I can. I don't have max altitude in the game, but I do get 390 meters. Ooh, hang on a minute, what was that? Can you go inside the rocks? I think you can go inside these, because I can see shit in there, so hang on a minute. Oh, there he was. I saw him. Just briefly, but I saw him. Right. Yes, we have it. This rock, is that like a lair or something? I found something I haven't visited before. If I die, it's everybody else's fault, of course. Right. Oh yeah. We have an environment here. This is interesting. Okay, so we've got something new. I didn't realise. I've seen the giant rocks, but of course if you don't have the altitude, you can't actually get to a lot of places. So upgrading the ship is very important. That's a nice bit of skelly up ahead. Now I've got to try to land somehow. Will it safely land on the front? Like I say, luckily there is the... Oops. Well, no, I'm floating still. No, we're floating. We are not landing. Why are we... Oh, 'cause I'm too fat. I need to back her out. Right. Come at this side. Forward. Forward. Oops. And land. I get the anchor to show up. Oh, what on earth? Something's clipping. That's fine. That's not it. That's not hitting there. That's weird. Okay. Anyway. We're going to go and investigate the new environment, because this is... we're going to use the crossbow. Everything seems to have got a lot darker all of a sudden. No. This is an interesting place that does seem very dark. The flashlight does not work properly here, for whatever reason. Right, so we've got a... What's that? Is that something scannable? No, that's not scannable. Okie doke. You can get up there somehow. How do you get up there? No stairs or anything. Ah. Can we scan that? No, we can't scan whatever the big glowy stuff is. So that's fun. Because it's growing out of everything. Total distraction to what's going on. There is a strange lag on the audio as well when you're running in some of these places. Ooh, crystals. These crystals, you can either find the crystals or you can manufacture them with a combination of two different things. Why can't I get through that doorway? Oh, we have a scannable item. Ooh, eggshell. So we can take the eggshell fragment, which is always... I think there's 3 types of eggshell that you can get. Hello there, Wolfie. Good to see you. Welcome to a very dangerous place I've never visited before. I did have a plan, and the plan kind of disappeared as I got distracted, as it does, you know. Can I scan the bone? No, I can't scan the bone. Right, the sunlight's come through. Alright, so we can't actually get up there by the looks of it. Unless there was an extra... Was there an extra hole? In the... There. I'll just walk into the wall. It's alright, don't mind me. No, there's no extra hole there. There's no way to get up. Get up there. That's... But I've got crystals. I do have crystals, which is a good thing. So the thing is, how do you get... Well, you can't get up there. Am I going to have to bring my ship inside to be able to climb up the relative bits? Wow. I mean, it was bad enough trying to get parked up when the damn thing didn't want to go over there. Yeah, I think I'll just go grab the ship. Because there are several things. Does help if I watch where I'm going, though. And like I say, I've got quite a lot of height on this ship as well, so it does cause a bit of an issue. Unfortunately, you don't get floodlights.
Unknown landing pod entered the atmosphere.
I'm not seeing. Where's the landing pod? Where did you land? You landed on the other side of this. Okay, no, we're going up. I do think I showed landing pods last time. But they're a really good source of resources, especially if you want to be doing upgrades. Because the upgrades are quite a thing. And I'm going to have a look around some of the equipment actually, once I go and grab some more stuff. we've got a little anchor which shows that we are landed. So again, you need to and the great thing is you do get a recycler, so which I'll also demonstrate in a bit. That's the yeah, I've got that one. Got more med packs. Right. So what I will do, I'll start outside. This is the auto mining system. It starts off as he disappears around to the other side of the ship, one of these. I'm going to do some repairs. It's manually controlled. It's fairly sensitive. It's fairly fast. Takes a bit of getting used to. We've got our water collection, an engine, and our turbines for altitude. But you can upgrade that so it becomes one of these. And that way you can literally fly around. So I've got like 2 things full of metal, and then I've got biomass, and that one there's for copper, but there's only 4 copper in it. So literally as you're flying around, you're mining, which helps, especially if you're on your own. We have a biobed. That's interesting. This thing takes 15 of these nucleus things. I've used it and it still says it's got 15 in it, so that's pretty cool. We have our resin and fertilizer maker, which you're going to need a lot. The furniture maker, which allows you to do, well, all sorts of stuff. Making furniture, basically. Lamps, holograms, things for your pet, which we'll get to in a sec. Big water tanks for dirty water, small tanks that convert dirty water to healthy water, a freezer, food, which I'm going to cook a bit more. Put in your water, put in your stuff. This is our pet with its blue worker hat. Has a backpack, very useful. Take them around. The bed. Charger 1, charger 2. Because everything you have either takes batteries or has to be charged up. Fuel tank. More engines. This is how you go fishing. And this is how you can also get some additional metal if you just want to do some additional metal. And I also realise I need some water before I have problems with stuff. So we've got research machine. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Just more. Oh, we need a new... right, do I have a spare one on me? Yes, I do. It requires a lure, just like any kind of fishing thing, so you can put that lure on. This is a purple one, the yellow one, and the purple one. In the demo there was a blue one as well. You only get the 2 now. Simplifies it a little bit. And then things stick to it. A bit more humane than a fishing lure. And eat that bit of honey, and we'll cook up a dust moth. The dust moth can be kept alive as well, so if you didn't want to do, if you got to a point where you didn't want to do fishing, you can literally do some fishing, grab some moths, stick them in the vivarium, they stay alive indefinitely, and you're able to like grab them, eat them, have fun. The recycler, I like this machine. This is a good machine. You just put it in, tells you what it is you're going to get back. It just sits there, does its little bit.
Printing completed.
And there we go. So we get some circuit boards and crystals. Crystals are in fairly tight demand. So I will love having it tidy. Oh, we've got quite a few of these. I might have to recycle some of the circuit boards as well, if I've got that many. I do need some more research items. And I've also just run out of space for that thing. Got the research modules. I'm going to blow some stuff up actually in a little bit because I have some. Is it that one? That one. Where on earth? Brain not braining. Somewhere I've got one that's got the epoxy in it. Am I literally not seeing it for looking? Oh, it is. See, not looking. It's right there, and I'm not looking. I think it's because I moved it as well. I think I had that in a different place. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. Just leave it there. It'll not be a problem. Right. But yeah, the engines you can auto-fuel. That requires a fair bit of pipe work, though. So have fun with that if you like being a bit of a sadist. It's easy enough just to walk up to an engine and have it all do the biz.
Completed.
But yes, we end up with lots of medical stuff. You literally have to. Oh, I should get as a demonstration. I'll just grab one of these. The virus machine's an interesting one. You literally put a piece in, tell it to analyze. You have to go through a whole process, but it tells you what it is you're looking for. That's the item you've got to separate. I already know this item, so I can just press a button. It goes to work. And then it spits out the virus at the bottom. Not sure if it's in line with the Geneva Convention at all, but yeah, you do a lot of viral stuff, which is quite neat. Oh, I just realised I'm carrying this piece of egg. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. I must have put it upstairs. Hang on. That's the one. There we go. So you can collect bits of egg, and the reason. Oops, wrong button. The reason that's important is we have our discovery section. There's multiple variants of all the different things that there are. So wind farms, the Underdust, various swag, and the like. I still need several items from different bits and pieces. I'm not quite sure why there's a ship with a robot arms, a telescope, and a set of legs, but there we go. Right, we are going to go and blow something up next. Right, let me find a good tower. Hello there, Tim. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just backed out of my flight. That does not help. Right. The yellow marker shows that the yellow and red markers are all it's a case of there's something here that you should probably go and see.
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked.
Oh, it's over
radar.
there. Right, that looks like a normal. Yeah, that's a normal overgrown tower. We don't need to worry about that one. Get a fair turn of speed on this thing, which is good. Right, this is a much larger. Oh yeah, this is a much larger wind farm. I think we'll land here. Oh, it's classed as rooftops. Now that's good because I need to be at rooftops. There's a lot of things to do. The other thing is, if you are a trophy hunter, apart from the fact that the trophies are fairly straightforward on this, you will have to play it twice. Because there are different endings. I mean, the endings are fairly straightforward. You either successfully save mankind, or you successfully don't save mankind. Right, feather the control down. I don't want to dint it too much. There we go, we're down. Now, interestingly, it's not mentioned anything about scannable items. Right. Let's put the mines... Why have I got two separate things? They should all be... That's interesting. Right. Those mines should stack to 15, but they're not for some reason. They're only stacking to a maximum of 3. Let's not hold them in my hand. Wind farms are good because they are a good source of helium, and you need helium, obviously, because you're flying around in a big-ass airship, which is rather useful. Quite a few bits and pieces to pick up. I'll probably have to do a proper salvage. The other thing is, like I say, you can, because once you've got the recycler, you are talking being able to, if you've got a glut of certain parts, like I have, you can spend the time to literally remove, recycle stuff down. I mean, you can recycle those cans if you want, but I'm not in this particular case. Right. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's one of the deck things, right? Good example of something to show there. I mean, all these walls, and sometimes the walls are hidden. Some of the doors you can actually, I mean, this one's flickering now. I've called the extractor up. You don't need to open them, you can literally take out the door. There's a drink. And that one. So where is it that we need to go? Oh, more helium. We do have a pad. Yep, sure enough. And it is the device I was on about, the automatic deck extractor. That's a good... You see, so this happens on some of the screens. They go dark once you've read them, so you know not to click on them again. Oh. If you've got beehives, shoot the beehive. And it drops to the floor. This is where obviously you get your honey from. And a lot of the food items and that you can stick in the virus scanner, which is useful. I've just got a moss table, and I have to build a moss table for giggles. And I've just got the modern wall shelf thing. So you get data pads. Pink ones are good because they give you the pink one gives you patterns for painting. I've just gone and grabbed a new poster. Always scan your posters because you are here to scan everything. What's my inventory's full already. Right, so I will go and offload, and then we will head. I should have brought my bug down with me, but I didn't. Luckily, he moves about and he like teleports after you, which is quite cool. Try not to fall down the hole, because that's always fun, isn't it? Falling down to your death just after you've managed to get somewhere. Right, so I've got a little bit of metal. Oh, this is full. I can't drop any of them at the minute. Oh, I've got some silicon, haven't I? I picked up... Oh no, it's inside the recycler. That's full. Like I say, I have dramatically run out of space, which is hilarious. I can do a little bit more research, which is always nice. More of those. I'll just have to, hang on. There you go, a bit more of that. The drinks do get to a point where you can make, you don't have to manufacture anything. Green Heaven. Tiny pack. Oh, okay, hang on a minute. Yep. It's like frog in a jar all over again in like 76. There you go. We've got, except this is a plant growing in a jar. Then we've got that poster that I picked up. Where can I stick a poster? You can't stick the poster on the wall, but on the thing like, but you can stick it there. If I do, yeah. Project Oxygen. So I've got another beehive. So that's honey. Tell them about the honey, mommy. Oh, they're all full. Right, and I need to dump that fuel. Cool. I will tell you what, if I drop all of that in there, right, follow me, says Abe. So we'll now head back to where the bit is that I've got to scan. So we've got to go downstairs without, because that's too far to fall. So how do we get down? Not there. That would be a bad way to go down. Ah, here we go. More helium. If you want a refrigerator, you also need helium. You can't just you come scampering along. You can't just you're not just using it for your airship, which is fun. Right, here we go. So I've already scanned it, but of course you'd come up with your scanner and go beep, scan it. Then you've got to, it's weird, you've got to scan it, then you've got to research it, and then you're going to build it. So, a little weird. But, what I will do is I'm just going to test a theory. If I... Oh, that did not do what I wanted to do. Damn. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. Now those are technically motion tracked, but wow. That the good news is that's actually a trophy. That was how easy it is to get one of the trophies. You have to set off a mine, and that mine then has to set off another mine, and you end up with the fun and games. There's other resources to pick up, but nothing massive. I think, yeah, it's down here. I'm trying to remember the layout of this place, because this particular layout will actually have 3 to 5 different variants, which is good because it like keeps it mixed up. I mean, it does mean that you think to yourself, oh, I can do this, I'm going to get round here, I'm going to do that. But no. I mean, this is a dodgy way back round. We're going to get into another bloody storm, aren't we? Bloody storm. Bloody storm. Right, what I am going to do is I need to find a dust elevator. And that way people can see what's in the dust elevators, because they're always fun. Ha 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 ha. Close the doors. I'm going to put him back on his little cushion. Ding. Where's the helium? Unfortunately, there is actually meant to be a little neon digital sign thing that you can pick up. But unfortunately, I haven't actually come across that yet. It's one of the strange things that I mean, you can go from start to finish in the main storyline and still fall very short of stuff. Right. I need to...
Printing completed.
Tell you what, we're going to have to move the pictures. I will leave the one for Pacific Drive. There's a good link for you in the game, isn't it? From one game to another. Right, I'm going to put my posters upstairs. Yes, this is the one for the posters. I'll do some rejigging later, but you can half of your damn ship can actually be storage, because there's so much you end up having to pick up, move about, make use of. Glass floor for those who love heights. Yeah. But the underdust, I think, gives you a really good view of what you're coming up against. Right. I will need an oxygen booster, though. There it is. Right. Let's go find somewhere that's going to kill us. Oh. Correctly, let's go somewhere that's going to try to kill us even more, because, you know. Right, towers. That was not the sound effect for an unknown landing pod. That was something else. Ah, here we go. We have... I think that landed somewhere behind me. Now, which kind of tower is... Oh, God. Right, this is gonna... This one will actually give you a really good view of how dangerously dangerous things can be. Unlike some, where you land, this is another one where you've got to come in and use the bridge. Overgrown surface lift reached. Okay, doke. So we're parked precariously. I think I need a scientist key card. There we go. Make one of them. We're still a bit too high. You can actually set the move the walkway out a bit. If you need to. I am going to take Fuzzball with me. Come on. You sleeping on the job? Yeah, I come on. Wake up, dude. Wake up. You're not going to wake up. Okay, fine. Be like that. Right. And the elevators are very big in the way of height. Yeah. So there's a whole lineup of going around getting resources. There's another box there. There's a ladder bit there. In fact, I tell you what, it probably is worthwhile if we move that out of the way. So there we go. So this allows you to... There's lots of ladders and doors that allow you to move around. Oh, I've only got 2 healing pads. I should have made some more before I came out. There's a lot of things, and they take about 3 to fix. So, can I read this one? I can. Closed elevator. Well, he didn't last very long, did he? That's locked at the minute. So we go up here. We've already scanned this scientist keycard. And here we go. See you later, ship. Not sure I've got enough crossbow bolts though. That's the only problem. Things are about to get a bit more dangerous. And of course the harder the difficulty setting, well, yeah. It tells you as well how many discoveries are around. There's another 3 things I can find here that I need to scan. This is basically street level. You're now in a piece of city. Ooh. Getting a little laggy there. Right. Oh, hang on. Silly me. Let's pop the oxygen booster. Because that gives you quite a lot more. Right, there we go. Now we're just going to have those flowers there. If anyone saw the group play we did, to go near those, the pink things, you've got to have the hypothermia boost, which I've not got with me, because to go past some of them will give away certain things. We have a friend. Come on, I saw you. I saw a leg. Did see a leg. Come on, where are you? Are you trying to hide? Ah, there we go. Oh, incoming. Little fuck. There we go. That took 4 to take that bugger down. Right. So that is a mantis. Oh, shush flower. That's the other problem. There's a lot of things make noises in this game. And you do forget. I heard you. Yeah. Oh, nope, 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 no. On the roof, on the roof. There we go, on the roof. Yeah. Like I say, the fact that it's really misty, it's like kind of borderline Silent Hill. I've got the medium oxygen tank here, and I'm running a booster, and I still only have 110 seconds of oxygen left. Now there's another one of those creature things up ahead. Is that where I need to be? Right, okay, hang on a second. Let's go back to crossbow. Press down. Let's do an electro charge, and I don't think these actually work against this. Oh, they do. Cool. That's good to know. And you do actually manage to get chitin off them. Right, let's run up here. Now, you do get oxygen recharge stations, but once you've got that distilling thing I was on about, you have this, which is liquid oxygen, which gives your whole body a boost, which is quite nice. I do wish that we had something like that in real life, because it would help. So, lots of resources. Those glowing flowers things are really good. What is... That's looking very pink. Do I have any of those? Yes, I do. It's a mantis gland, and I have no idea what you do with them. So, I think I've got a couple of them. Ship. Actually, is that the way I need to go? Oh, we have some more... The biomass is good because it can be used for fuel. Which is, as you can imagine, very useful for when you're flying around in an airship. Crashed airship, yes it is. Then we've got mantis turd. Well, that's always useful. For all those people who like a bit of mantis turd. Oh, here's another one of the objects. This is one of the water machines, which gives you a hell of a lot more water.
Oxygen level is low.
Morning, oxygen level is low. Well, let's have another one of them, shall we? I can hear something clicking. What is clicking? I hear... There's one of the oxygen stations down there, which people have seen us use, but that requires a battery, and I'm not carrying any batteries. I'm just carrying a big bottle of liquid oxygen. There's another oxygen station there. Now, like I say, that's one of the oxygen stations. Oh yeah, son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah, well, they do creep out of just about everywhere, so... The other thing is trying to remember where you're going, because I actually forgot where I was. Safe. That's such a safe thing to do. Let's forget where we're going. But yeah, there's quite a few things to scan and the likes. But these elevator towers, good place for resources. Dangerous, and if you don't have the crossbow, it's not worth going down. So if you come across one,
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
it's like every time you come up. Oh, she only said it once this time. So there. The view went a bit weird. I wonder if I can get a decent view of one of these colossal life forms. I have been parked and watched them swim around. Well, they don't really swim, but... Right, it's just on the other side. Oh. I think people might have seen that. So that's like the one I was looking in before, which very interesting, but doesn't seem to be anything to really pick up other than crystals. Crystals being very important because you have to make crystal batteries. But you can pick them up while you're down in the lower regions. That's been to that type of tower in the others. I think I covered the freighter. For some reason, there's
A flying creature approaches
oh,
the
here we
airship.
go. Yeah, those deck things are really useful for that. They are manual control, but the manual control, because the other ones won't really go for them. But they are so useful for getting, because you get attacked when you're flying around. And if some of the other people who have streamed or made videos, you'll see chunks of ship falling away because they didn't get rid of... I mean, I made that look a little easy, but I mean, I've got a fair few hours put into this. And I've got the equipment for dealing with them, which is always useful. Anyway, there we go, we're locked on. Now, that's the wrong door. That's a window, not a door. That's a door. Shipping containers always contain something nice. This one, right, but yep. I don't think anybody will ever actually have to make the standard water bottle. I don't think anyone will actually ever have to make those because you are presented with so many of them. Hang on, turn the torch off. The big bowls are definitely far more appropriate. Very useful for doing stuff. But the amount of the greenhouse things, which I don't think I got to on the first stream, but we did when we were doing the group play, and we went on and people managed to see the oil that you can pick up, which is, there's quite a bit of oil, and that oil gets used to manufacture several things. But I've already got, I just tried putting that in the wrong thing. That's not a fuel container. Right. We've got two of the med bed thing, like I say. There's definitely an interesting thing with that. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's take you out of there. Put you in there. There we go. In hard mode, there is a, for all those who like the trophy hunting, is the fact that you have to contract 3 diseases, which you can only do when playing on the harder mode. And I've got a fair bit of chitin and mantis poop. Everybody has a cupboard full of mantis poop. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you have a cupboard full of mantis poop? You know, it's the done thing. I just went past the cupboard I need. No, that's not the cupboard I need. This is the cupboard you're looking for. There we go. Amazingly, I didn't suffer any damage when that thing attacked me, so that's quite good. I'll set this scoop in for another bit of something to eat. If you don't like eating moth or random bits of overcooked food, then it might be an issue. You know, we've caught something already. The amount of time you wait is very random. It's varied a lot. That walkway as well. I'll go back to the walkway because as you can see, this is half the weight of a standard walkway, but still meant to have the same kind of strength. I was talking about the water as well, which if I pop around here, you get rain collectors, which are very slow and inefficient. You get these, which hold, these you get quite early on. Cheap to produce, give you 5 dirty water, which you can then put through a filter, and that, which the filters are these here. Dirty water goes in one side, clean water comes out the other side. And you don't die of anything nasty in the process. But expensive filter, then you get this, and it's 20 water a pop, and you get about 100 and something water before you have to change the filter. So once you've got one of them, you're kind of sorted on water. If you want to auto-propagate your crops as well, one of those would be good because it would auto-feed anything that needed the water. I haven't done a huge gardening thing. I mean, these are like the water plot things, and I think, is it on the back, front? Right, I think. Oh, does it just run on the spring? You get a sprinkler system, sort of thing. But I mean, if we look at the water tanks have the valves on them, which are what these little blobble things are. Those are the big tanks. The other ones hold just short of half, I think, of what those hold. So water for days, literally water for days. But I did talk about, you get a whole selection of tools, repair throwing tools, cutting tools, and things like that. But we have, I'm going to take each of these. You have pattern cartridges, and you can change the colour of the ship. Now, obviously I've got a lot of red here. This window's blue, because that's just some random, well, that's what I made it, sort of thing. But if I grab this bit of floor here, so you get 4 types of pattern cartridge: basic, complex, metallic, which I don't have yet, and unique. And you get your light, your desert, which I think is close to basically what your normal one is, pink, and Yule Slay, which is predominantly green, which is a weird colour scheme. Then on the complex, Dark Bee, Mars Explorer, which is what the red is that I've used. You get Mint, Moon Explorer, Venus Explorer, and Winter. As an example of that, if I go to Mint, press X on that, and there it is. So, I mean, it's just the floor, so it's not going to show quite the colour complex. I'll do a door, actually. I think a door would probably look better as a demonstration. Yeah, oh, that is slightly different. That is, right. Oh, there you go. But you can remove it. So, can you remove it? Did that work? Yeah, there you go. So if I go to the door, because this will show the colours better, Yule Slay, which obviously the red bit around the outside is because of the wall that it's built on. I'm not keen on that at all. Venus Explorer. Looks like they made that very pale blue, but it keeps the red tone. That's weird, because that's not what it looks like. Moon Explorer. And that's basically black and white, isn't it? You can go camo, which doesn't actually camo the whole door, which is a bit weird. Walnut. Yeah, not a bad texture actually. So it's got base wood and a walnut piece in there. Lava, which it's got purple on it, which is not bad, but that's, I don't know, I think that would probably do me my head in if I was having to look at that for too much. True Blue, which is indeed blue. And the texture details quite, it's like that machined aluminum look that, yeah, cool. But of course the one I was using is the Mars Explorer, which is that one. It's very easy to use. PlayStation L2 to call up your paints. You can flick through. You find, like I say, if you get a pink tablet, that's what you're able to get the different patterns, like the camo, the pink, the white, the green, or whatever. Hello, Remia. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Bob Ross on an airship. I am painting happy little clouds. So yeah, I don't have all the paints. There are more paints to come, and part of that is down to the whole. Some of it is finding certain things, and others you get from completing finding everything else. So if I've still got the paint tool on me and I didn't mean to do that. Come here, paint tool, I need to put you back in the cupboard. Right. So when I was on about the studies bit, I've got a wind farm. No, that's not got a thing on it. Is it that one? Yeah, there you go. So the Moon Explorer. Now, I already have Moon Explorer, but if you didn't find it and you managed to find all of the posters that are in that grouping, you would get the Moon Explorer paint. I keep pressing that button. I don't know why. Right. There's furniture, 86%. Oh, there's nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. Yeah, that one there gives you one called Rain. Again, it's to do with finding posters, including the periodic table, which I think is quite fun. And that one gives you the honey, which is nice. This is paint patterns in general. So yes, I haven't got the honey, the bloom, the grassland, cold green, sun, rain, chrome, or jungle toad. Jungle toad? Seriously? There's the bloom, but you've got to find a lot of garden gnomes, which I'm... Yeah, greenhouse, 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 infected, greenhouse, right. I've got some... What we need to do is find an infected greenhouse. Jungle toad you can also get from finding more posters and objects, which is always nice. Like I say, that one's more posters and stuff. But as you can see, some of the things I have already completed. Right, it's nice and sunny. We're going to take off again and show the world. Right, give me a tower. I want a tower. Did I just clip? I just clipped the fucking crane. Right. So we have a look at the map. We've got another. We already covered the fallen life pod things, so that's not a problem. Actually, yeah. If we just keep going in this direction, I'll go full height. The other thing is, if you get enough altitude, you'll hear the warning about a flying creature is approaching. Well, if you can get enough height on yourself, you don't need to worry about anything. That's it, we're up. And like I say, I will have to... there you go. Hang on. Right, lock the speed at 15, 16. Okay. Now, I'm going to approach the barrier and do a demo on the barrier as well, because the place we need will be on the other side of that barrier. So we are actually flying whilst doing this. I need one of them. Right, back into suit printer, which is always fun. I need some crossbow bolts, which are dead. Crossbow bolts are so cheap, it's incredible. Charged bolts, you do require the dust. What the fuck's it called? Literally just there. Literally just there. Wrong. That's the big plant. These are little. There's two types of planters as well. I don't think I quite covered that. Add water. Dust firecracker. Right. So the dust firecracker fruit is what you need. And that's what allows you to do the charged things. And that annoying noise was the booster, oxygen booster wearing off. Which, as you can imagine, if you're in a very silent environment, that can make you jump a little bit. And even when you turn the volume down, it's quite loud, which is always fun. Right, just need to plug this in. I have just noticed there is a landing pad on the thing in front, but I can't get to the top one because it is clearly too high up. But I've got another two turbines I need to upgrade to get max height. Although, hang on, it's got a flashing light down the bottom. This is another dust elevator. No, not an elevator, but yes. Okay, let's take off the lock and speed up. Because I can see the flashing light down the bottom. Yes, this is one of the first kind of places that you will end up having to kind of go to and meet the dust creatures. And this one just requires the... Come on, land. Move forward a little bit more. Land. Land. And... There we go. Yeah, I will say be very careful with the charged arrows, because they themselves can cause a lot of damage. But they're designed... That barrier I was on about, they're used for that, but they're also used for breaking these. And if you get caught up in any of that sparking, yeah. It's I'll not read the pad, because obviously I'm not here for the spoilers. Well, spoilers and not spoilers. I don't have an oxygen thing on me, which I should.
Detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
Right, hang on a minute. I do need...
Warning, entering into toxic zone.
Yeah. We're in the toxic zone. But I do want me a bit of chitin. I'll have those crystals. I destroyed the thing. There should be chitin here. Web lava. Yes, well I know, I just killed it. So... No. Right. What we'll do, because I want a full tank of oxygen before I take a run through the thing, so we just need to go a little higher up. There we go. Load this back up. My crossbow is upgraded a bit as well, which is useful. Oh, I've just realised I probably shouldn't have... I've just heard the little bugger as well. Oh, he's pissed. I know that much. Yeah. That's always the joy. Yeah, so we move into this, and of course this is an area that really you should have your oxygen booster and batteries, because there's a lot of research. You need a repair pad. You can see there's bees flying around, which is quite dangerous, as you can imagine. But without the oxygen station, of course, yeah, quite screwed. But luckily, I've got the liquid oxygen tank. But we will get back to these dudes and have a quick look. They sound pissed, don't they? Oh, here we go. I can hear, I don't know how many, but yeah, there's another thing over there. I've just seen the other, and there's one there. Actually, this one's got a lot. I've just noticed this one does seem to have a lot of these. Whoops. Great, I've got pyrexia now. Just what I need. So now I've got a lovely disease. We will head back to the ship. I mean, there's about 3 or 4 different variants of these towers, and you will meet multiple creatures. Those little ones are actually quite... They're more annoying in some ways than the larger mantas, because you can be swarmed by them. And yes, there isn't something wrong with the graphics. That is literally the effect you get from suffering from the disease, which I currently have. Which is lovely. It's terrific. Now, I've got to try to remember what it is that it... oh, it's the capsaicin. Do I have any lobster peppers? Excuse me, do I have some lobster peppers? I think I do have some lobster peppers. I do. I've got 2 lobster peppers. Cool. Right. We'll go back downstairs. And I can then go in, make one of them, and then go across and use it.
The virus was neutralized.
There you go. And that means I'm no longer got blurred vision, which is really useful because blurred vision in a video game is bloody horrendous. Just what you need, blurred vision in a video game. I have no idea what's just flown past and caused that shadow. The lighting effects in this game are really good. Definitely. Where's the big creature it said? Oh, it's just on the other side. Can we actually see it from here? We're quite low to the dust level, as you can see. Which is one reason why we're here, is because of the way that this particular level takes you underneath into the dangerously non-breathy. I can't breathe anymore. That's interesting. I know there's crystals in there, but how do we get into it? Hello. Oh, got you. Do I have to move that? No. Do I have to go through the top? I don't know. No, I can't. Can't see. But yes. Now, like I say, I haven't given too much away. But there's still things to do after. It's a bit like doing No Man's Sky. Once you've done the primary mission, which is, you know, saving mankind or not saving mankind, depending on what choice you happen to make, you then can go around, build your ship, do all sorts of weird and wonderfuls, experiment with stuff, have ridiculous amount of resources, and there is maybe another couple of goals, shall we say, that you can do. There's also a couple of other towers which I've not covered, which if you visit them before a certain point in the game, nothing will happen. After a certain point in the game, something will happen. And after another certain point in the game, something completely different will happen. So I'll be checking out those as well. But as usual, any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'm going to disappear off and not destroy my ship in the process, because I've already dinged something when I went and passed that section I hadn't seen. Yeah, there it is. At least it kind of gives you a clue to where the damage is when you have a bit of damage. I really did think I'd gained a bit more damage than that. So yeah, until next time, stay safe everyone, have fun, and thanks for watching. And I will see you all again soon. Bye for now. Oops, that's the wrong button.
Hydration level is decreasing.